Before we start the show today, we want to send our aloha to the ohana of former OHA trustee, Rowena Akana. Now, Davey and I just learned of her passing right before we got on air this morning. The Office of Hawaiian Affairs Chair, Kaiali'i Kahele, issued a statement which read in part, quote, "It is with profound respect and sadness that we honor the late Rowena Akana, who devoted nearly 3 decades in service as a trustee of the Office of Hawaiian Affairs," end quote. He continued, "May her memory be a source of inspiration and may her spirit rest in strength and aloha."
All right, sorry, Daniel. We are live.
Oh.
We are live on TV.
Okay.
Daniel Ho is so excited to be on the show today. But again, big mahalo and big aloha to Auntie Rowena Akana, former trustee of the Office of Hawaiian Affairs. And again, we send all of our aloha to your family. Yes. In other news, welcome to day 37 of the partial U.S. federal government shutdown.
Brother.
And we say partial because some federal workers are still getting paid, including your congressional leaders and certain enforcement agents like FBI, ICE, and DEA who are considered essential.
Yeah, they were busy on Wednesday, arresting 44 people during an ICE raid. Mm-hmm. Now, the raids took place at multiple residences and one business, and according to reports, of the 44 arrested, 2 are suspected of having ties to a foreign terrorist organization called Tren de Aragua.
Oh, yikes.
Aragua,
yeah, and of course our Island News team will be following that. So if you're taking notes here at home, this is not throwing shade. That's not my style, right, sis? I don't throw shade. We're just laying out the facts here. During the shutdown, congressional members are getting paid and certain enforcement agents are being paid as well. But air traffic controllers and TSA agents are not getting paid right now. And as a result, the FAA announced yesterday that it is cutting flights across the country to ease stress on unpaid air traffic controllers. One of the 40 airports affected is right here in Honolulu, sis.
Mm-hmm. I did get a chance to read a little bit about that. I'm bummed that Honolulu is one of those airports. Actually, I'm bummed that all of this is happening. First of all, about our congressional delegates that are still being paid. Mm-hmm. Now's a good time to make that call or send that email to your congressional representatives and let them know how you feel about what's going on.
Yeah.
But secondly, I think, Honolulu is an international airport, yes, like many others, but we're kind of like a gateway into Asia and from Asia to the continental U.S. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised that they would choose our airport of all airports to do cutbacks.
Well, I think maybe to send a message, to spread the pains, to add more pressure on one or the other side of the aisle. So, I mean, this may be strategic. However, we just wanted to let you know that there are a few rules that the airlines have to follow. One of them is they have to issue a full refund if your flight is canceled or significantly changed.
Correct.
And we do have a list of those rules at kitv.com if you want to see that. And speaking of rules, this one kind of got me a little bit hot under the collar yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
A homeowners association right here on Oahu issued a ruling that is causing some outrage on social media. According to the viral post on Instagram, a homeowner association, or HOA, in the Eva area raised concerns about the aesthetic appeal and property values of the neighborhood. The note gently reminded residents that a single removable American flag displayed on a holder mounted to the house or support pillar does not require design committee approval. All other flags, however, are prohibited. Now, the post included a photo of a Hawaiian flag being displayed in a house in the neighborhood. Sis, what's your thoughts on this real quick?
Oh, you know how forget my blood boiling this morning, yeah? I do have a tough time with that because a lot of, there are HOAs that are strictly Hawaiian homelands, that are out there. I'm not saying that it's this one, but to be told that you cannot represent your culture, I think I have a problem with that.
It almost seems counterintuitive to the First Amendment. You can literally, and this was ruled upon by the Supreme Court of the United States, that you can burn an American flag, and that's part of your freedom of speech. So I'm assuming that to hang a flag is probably the same thing that falls under that freedom of speech.
But you know, HOAs, they have their own little rules and contracts. I mean, some of them will fine you for the wrong color of your house, or even for putting in a cement slab on your own property. So, you know, there are certain rules that they have.
Yeah, so we actually reached out to Senator Kurt Favela, who represents the district, and he informed us that this so-called rule has actually been in place since 1980.
What?
Yeah, and he asked the HOA for a copy of the rules, and he is conducting an investigation. Hopefully we can get him on the show perhaps tomorrow or next week. We'll keep you updated on that.
Absolutely. So what's the scoops with you? What do you think? Hawaiian flag, Kaua'i ice raid, Honolulu airport cutbacks? Let us know by sending an email at islandlifelive@kitv.com or post a comment directly to this video on our YouTube page. All you got to do is search out KITV.